abuse of power. Quite simply. It's an abuse of power. Anywhere you see this kind of stuff, where you see an abuse of power, we're talking about these kind of problems. Right. This guy came over to me, man, and he's licking his tongue. I know drunk and I know drugs. Yeah. I grew up in Flint, Michigan. I know the crack epidemic. I grew up with it. I know people who are high as hell. He was high on something. I don't know what it was. He was out of his mind. Eyes dilated, going crazy. And I'm going, what is wrong with this dude?
And you're with your wife.
I'm with my wife. He comes over to me. He gropes me in my gym. I mean, not even, he just grabs a handful. I'm like, hey man, get back. What are you doing? Then he's laughing and he comes back again. All right, I'm like, dude. And I grab his hands, I restrain him, I push him back. I mean, he literally falls into other people.
Wow.
And I can't believe I mean, this is my agency. These are people I pay millions of dollars to. So I go, okay. My wife has seen me before in my toxic days.
Get aggressive.
Yeah. She's seen
football
me,
days.
Yeah, in the football days. She's seen me throw people over her head.
Wow.
Literally.
Wow.
She's seen people get beat down in the street. And she was like, years earlier, this was during the therapy times and during our comeback time, she said, Terry, you cannot let anyone pull you into any sort of altercation because you're going to lose everything.
Wow.
She would always tell me, like,
can't react, can't respond.
Can't react. Yeah. Because this was also part of my therapy. Because I had anger. I had big anger.
You wanted to fight.
I said, man, that's how I got in the NFL.
Yeah.
7 years in the NFL was a fight. That's all you do. Look, man, you got two good parents. You probably ain't going to make it in the NFL.
No.
I'm just trying to tell you. You get that kind of peaceful life. Yeah, you're too soft. You're too comfortable. Yeah. You play on pain, dude. You play on my daddy beat my mom. I'm beat your ass just like that.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I'll put my head in. My holding skill was my ability to take tremendous amounts of pain. That was the deal. Because I was angry. It's like jail anger. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I knew NFL players. You put us in any prison, we'll run it.
Wow.
I'm just telling you, because I could go to prison now and I know I could be fine.
Wow.
Because that pain was something that you're like, man, don't touch me. You enjoy the fight. So
you want to fight.
You understand what I mean? Yeah, you look for it. You you bring it. And she was like, now you're different. We have to work this. I said, you're right. And I had that question, why would I want to just snap on somebody? Why would I love to just put somebody's face in the pavement? Why can't I walk away? And let me tell you, man, that was the biggest test I ever had, ever. Because I grabbed her hand. Because I was going to kill this dude.
Wow.
Lewis. Dude.
Someone grabbed you there.
Listen, what people don't even fathom is the aftermath of these kind of actions.
I know.
Because imagine, even if I would have just pow, and he fell and died.
Your career's over. Your life's over.
Life's over.
Life's
Wait,
over.
if he may not even have been there to tell the story, everybody would say, Terry Crews just killed a man. Well, what was he hot? I don't know. No, he bumped into Terry. He got mad. I wouldn't have been able to say, well, he did that. They'd be like, yeah, right. Dude, I got in that car. I kept my hands on the steering wheel. I was gonna drive back in. I mean, I literally was gonna drive. Like, took everything I had to drive away.
Not go back. Yeah.
She said, my wife was like, I'm so proud of you.
Wow.
I'm proud of you, Terry. I'm proud of you. And I was like, now, next day, go right to the agency. I'm like, hey man, what are y'all gonna do about this? This is crazy. Guy calls me up. I'm sorry, I was drunk. Instantly, I knew he was lying. When you tell me you're drunk, I know you're lying. So now you're not dealing with this thing. Now you're not willing to say you're guilty. You just got back in the car.
You're making an excuse. Yeah.
I'm on the ground. You got back in the car. You drove off. You just made an excuse. And he was like, sorry about that. So I go up. I talk to my agent. I said, dude, you got to do something about it. We're going to handle this. We're going to handle this at the highest levels. We're going to do whatever it takes, Terry. You watch. I got zero. I waited. it was like 8 months later, and I'm going, nobody's doing nothing. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, babe, nobody's making a move. I said, this is ridiculous. And all of a sudden, the Weinstein story breaks. And these guys all over the internet are going in on these girls about, they kept the story, now, why are you telling now? Why are you doing this now? Why are you doing that now? And I just got so angry, I couldn't believe it, because I said, this happened to me. I was molested. And I didn't go public. You know what I mean? I didn't make a big deal. I'm waiting for them to make it right. I didn't say, William Morris did this right off. And first of all, if I'd have made a police report back then, I would have been laughed out of the station.
Right.
They'd have been like, what?
Who cares? Yeah.
What? They grab acid, man. What? Because first of all, you're talking about a complicit system. I mean, imagine the women that come through. It's like, oh, yeah, whatever. Look what she was wearing, man.
Right.
Hey, I couldn't resist.